Hello everyone and welcome to the first ever top 10 video on this channel. Now originally I wanted to do a top 10 of my favorite tracks in Mario Kart Wii. However, that would probably just bore you a lot. I mean, sure, going into the video you probably like seeing one of your favorite tracks in there. But do we really need to talk about how great DK Summit or DK Mountain are? Also, are you really going to sit through a video to hear that Mario Circuit is actually one of my favorite levels because it's just a chill level? No, seriously, it is a chill level. The only obstacle is this puddle of mud and it even gives you this completely unnecessary boost back. Mario Circuit 3 loves you. Anyway, I wanted to make my first ever top 10 about something controversial. Something people are going to disagree with me on. So let me know in the comments what you agree with and what you disagree with, because I'm curious to see how popular or unpopular my opinions are. Yes, Koopa Cape. When you make a top 10 with only 32 tracks to choose from, you're gonna end up with some average track in the list. And I know a lot of people really like Koopa Cape. I think the idea of Koopa Cape is fantastic. It's pretty cool how Koopa got his own track, since the character isn't that much of a main character in the Mario universe anyway. And because he is a turtle, I think they nailed it with the water theme. Moreover, the water works really well for a Mario Kart track. There are tracks where you would want to avoid water, but in this one, if anything, it speeds you up. So it's not the theme of this track, and it's certainly not the visuals. It's just that I would have done some things differently. They decided that the best way to cut through the inside of this corner would be with a ramp. A tiny ramp. They added a hole behind the ramp, they slightly tilted it to the side so that you're more likely to fall off, and they made sure every single computer takes it. Good luck getting thrown off. To add difficulty to the stage, they needed some obstacle in the tunnel, so I support that decision. What did they add? Rotating shells with electrical poles. Who came up with that ridiculous idea? Also, if you run into one of them, you shrink and lose all of your speed. Just like Koopa Cape, Maple Treeway is one of those tracks that made it to the list, not because it's inherently bad, but because there was something to complain about. I mean, just look at this track, it does look beautiful and they worked the team out really well. My first problem with Maple Treeway is that it's not even connected all the way. A lot of parts in this track are loose parts and you're just going to have to fall from one part into the other. Now that wouldn't necessarily be bad if it wasn't for the items knocking you off the track. There's more levels like Maple Treeway where the gameplay is slightly more chaotic because the track is packed with obstacles. But at least on those tracks you don't have to worry about falling in between the track. Oh, and these wigglers that just sometimes block the entire passage. I don't mind moving obstacles like the cars in Coconut Mall, but this is just a walking wall. If this guy walks in front of you, you're going to have to wait or drive all the way around. Okay, first of all, what is this? What is this corner? There is a dent in the map in the shape of a road. What is this? Why did they add this weird corner into the start of the race? It doesn't fit a Mario Kart track at all. I don't get it. Also, why did they have to add the damn safety cones? It's a fun idea, but they actually slow you down and they place them on the inside of the corners. I'll say that again. They placed interactive hazards on the inside of the corners. Track design like this makes me want to throw a blue shell at my own face. Mario Circuit is a really interesting one for me to talk about because it's just really not that interesting. Now, there's a lot of other tracks in this game that aren't that interesting either, like Luigi Circuit or the other Mario Circuit. But my problem with this track actually is, what were they even trying with this track? I mean, I get it, you're driving around Peach's castle on a racing track, but that's been done before and in much better ways. Peach Garden actually had a good theme and nice fitting obstacles that came with it. There's also the GameCube Mario Circuit that makes you drive through the gardens, but it looks more like a garden with the sand parts and the bridge. And they made that work as well. And you know, those tracks had character because they had a theme that makes sense. You know, on the other hand, take Luigi's Circuit. Doesn't have any obstacles, but they placed down a big stadium and they had a theme for that track. It's a circuit and it works really well. Now, Mario Circuit is a combination of both of those, except it misses the point from both of the themes. I mean, we're supposed to drive through the castle gardens, but where did this residential area suddenly come from? Did they build a town around the castle? It should have either been a boring but good old circuit or a trip around the castle with obstacles, not a weak combination of both. And if that wasn't bad enough, the obstacles they did use on this circuit to make it more challenging was, you know what, let's just slap on a few Goombas. In the residential area, it looks so stupid. This track is just completely out of place. What the hell even is Ghost Valley 2? Let's take a valley, slap a boardwalk on it, and make it haunted. The three most incompatible things combined to one weird track. It's also riddled with item blocks for such a small track. It's already hard to drive on because the corners are so sharp, but it doesn't help that the computer players just bombard you with items. Some corners in this track are just kind of awkward. Take the first corner for example. It's not necessarily impossible or too difficult, but it just feels uncomfortable. And there's a lot of parts in this track that give me that feeling. I mean, what kind of corner is this supposed to be? And why does there have to be sand everywhere? No, I get that it's the obstacle. It's just not a fun obstacle. It's really frustrating. Here we have a corner that's, actually nice and smooth. Let's slap a pillar on it. Let's slap pillars all over the track. We're going to top it off with some bats that just like to get in the way and a few bigger piles of sand. And there you have Dry Ruins. It's just a shitty version of Mushroom City. Look, I get that every Mario Kart needs to have its own level with traffic in it, and I hate this one. They packed it with cars. You know, at the start there's only 2 lanes, and it's just as if you're riding on a busy highway. Compare that to this part of the track where they have 4 lanes and it's pretty much no traffic whatsoever. It feels empty. They should have swapped the amounts of traffic to make this track way more entertaining, but now it's all about going around a corner and just praying you don't get hit. I hate the mushrooms. That's all. I learned to get better at bouncing on them. I accepted that me just not being good enough is part of the problem, and I still hate the mushrooms. Let me just ride over this one smoothly and bounce. I'm in 9th place. And again, these guys, couldn't they just have thrown all of them in Mario's circuit? I really dislike Toad's Factory. Let's just start with the worst thing about this track. This turn. I just can't do it. Either I ram into a wall at full speed trying my very best to go as far to the right as possible, or I tried to take the turn as sharp as possible and throw myself into the water. It certainly doesn't help that they added 5 of the best bumps right in front of that turn. Now, once you get past there, you'll have to maneuver yourself onto all of the boosts. If you miss even one of them, you're going to face the drive of shame. I hate the crates, they are stupid. I don't like Toad's Factory. This map is so bad that I would rather just end up in 12th place and skip it. But I need the points. Here's a clip of me trying to predict where this crab is going to move. I can't. And the things are everywhere. It's scattered with crabs. Look, I love island themes, that's why I love Mario Sunshine. But they made me hate this map so much despite of the theme. Just look at the damn map. It's a square. Now you may be thinking to yourself, what is that excellent road doing over there? Is that some sort of shortcut? Is there item blocks over there? What reason would a person have to drive over that road? None! They just added it to the map because go f***. The crabs suck, the cannons suck, there's a cannon. There's a cannon firing cannonballs at you that explode. And there's no way to tell where the cannonball is going to land because there's no healthy human being that has the capacity of reacting to a hazard in the time span of 2 frames. The terrain sucks, the map is boring and uninspired, the road makes no sense whatsoever. They should have just left this map out and just add DK Mountain a second time. Thank you very much for watching this top 10 on my least favorite Mario Kart tracks. I really hope you enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed making it. It was fun playing all of the Mario Kart tracks all over again. If you have a different track that you really hate, leave it in the comments, let me know why. Let me know if you like this top 10, I would really appreciate the feedback because this is the first ever top 10 I've done on this channel. That being said, thank you so much for watching. If you would like to support this channel, then please subscribe and leave a like. And I'll see you next time. Bye.